Hello and welcome to another wonderful time on review. My name is Ramsey Enoch, and of course, we want to talk about something very vital today because businesses are crippling and crumbling. My name is Ramsey, like I said once again. Then Michael is joining me on review today as usual. Michael Oweleketv. I need to sound all the names complete so that I can be fulfilled.
Thank you, Ramsey.
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Ramsey.
Right.
Glory be to God.
Glory be to God. That is Oweleketv. All right. Mike, let's look at it. Businesses, federal government policies that is meant to, enhance businesses. There is complaint coming from some quarters that federal government policies is crippling businesses in Nigeria. Can that be true? Because if businesses are doing well, the economy of the station will be stable. Mm-hmm. So why would the government put up policies that you think will cripple businesses? Is it possible?
Yeah, there was a joint meeting between NECA, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria MAN, and NASIMA. Tripartite meeting. It was heard, and they had an exhaustive consultative meeting. Meeting with the federal government to actually address their grievances. Recall that in the past, federal government have made policies that could either affect or mar their businesses and activities without exhaustive consultation with the stakeholders representing MAN, NECA, and NASIMA. And remember, businesses will thrive when there is a consultation or where there is what we call unity or concord between policies and plans and policies that affect these businesses. If federal government takes policies without consulting them, it might affect them. Let's go back to the most recent one that affected some businesses, as NECA stated. Recall that NAFDAC placed a ban on some alcoholic beverages, which you don't even see right now. There are some beverages that were there before that you don't see right now, without due exhaustive consultation with MAN or the businesses involved. They did that policy straight away. And then,
is it just on only alcohol?
Not just alcoholic beverages. There were some other things. There were some other drugs, food, that were also taken out.
But don't you think there might be reasons why that policy came up? Because the banning, if the federal government will actually ban drugs and maybe some alcoholic beverages, they should have reasons. Yeah, were there reasons why the ban took place?
That's what Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is saying, that federal government did not have due consultation with them. They went outrightly and placed a ban, coming from the stipulations or negotiations or recommendations that came from NAFDAC, that, hey, these things are substandard. But then was there a thorough investigation? That is what they are complaining about. They talked about how they want the economy to be boosted, but federal government has not done well in terms of putting them in place of these are our worries, these are our thoughts. What do you guys think? What do we do? What can we do unanimously to salvage the situation? They go ahead to take drastic decisions that may,
But hold your thoughts for a minute. But do you think NAFDAC can just come up and ban beverages and drugs without carrying out due research? Because if you say the federal government didn't do proper research according to MAN, it may not go down well, because NAFDAC that recommended to the federal government is an agency of the federal government. So don't you think they might have made some researches that actually informed that decision?
It's actually possible those researches were done, but coming from MAN spokesperson, they had that meeting and they were like, these things you guys are doing affect us. But then federal government can, I believe personally, NAFDAC, like I knew, the reputation they've had, especially the one that has been built, the antecedent record built by late Dora Akunyili, it's very, very upright. She was very, very upright in terms of carrying out surveillance system, investigation, supervision on food and beverages and drugs, substandard drugs, particularly not dished out to the citizenry because of the implications, especially those that have carcinogenous effect on people. Remember that we've lost so many people because of substandard drugs.
Cream,
food items. Remember, and also these alcoholic beverages that were banned.
They are the worst.
They are. So
because when you were even talking about the alcoholic beverages, I was like, well, the damage some alcoholic beverages have done to this country is not something you can talk about, because a lot of families, men who took these things thinking it was lost their breadwinners and all of that. Just recently, we heard that some people got drunk and they do things without even knowing what they are doing, because maybe the way they were taking it. But most times, this thing is being abused. Absolutely. You can't take that away from the people.
And most of the accidents we see in the highways also are caused by
alcohol, drink and drive.
Excessive alcoholic intake.
Drinking and driving.
So I think the federal government are in the right direction. But, some alcoholic beverages that are not good. I know many that have been banned out of business. Decisions that affect businesses in Nigeria. I feel the government is trying to see how they can collaborate with business agencies, NECA, Manufacturer Association. Remember, you don't manufacture things that will endanger lives of the citizenry. The federal government is there to checkmate and ban the ones that have harmful effects on the biology of.
And that's the reason the federal government is there, and that's the reason they set up agencies to checkmate the activities of businesses.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there are a lot of people doing illegal businesses that is even harmful to the economy of the nation. So,
and some of them hide under the umbrella of NECA and MAN.
Absolutely. Because some people feel, well, we pay our dues. What else do you want? And the necessary things are not being done, except maybe people like SON, NAFDAC comes into the picture, the Standard Organization of Nigeria.
Yes.
Unless they come into the picture and recommend certain things, decisions, to the federal government, and it's been implemented. Well,
remember that we also have drug lords, those who make use of raw materials. Remember, these drugs or tablets you see in pharmacies and hospitals, the raw form of it can actually be used for cocaine effect and drug. So the drug barons, the one that traffic drugs, they actually gain from those people who are manufacturers of drugs, who have drug manufacturing companies. They go to them and pay billions of naira to just have access to the raw materials that they can use as drugs. So they are the ones that are hiding under the umbrella of MAN. I know that personally because I've particularly gone to where they manufacture drugs, and I've seen the raw materials very, very strong. If you see it, it's very strong. So it's very efficacious when it comes to those that are into cocaine and distant production. So those people always come to entice these manufacturers with.
And MAN is not doing anything about that, complaining about government policies. We know that there are some policies of government that is not favorable to businesses in Nigeria. We are quite aware of that. But then the ban of drugs and beverages that MAN, Nasima, and are complaining of right now, I don't think that is what they should be talking about now.
I think they should be talking about
the taxes, the excessive taxation. Yes. Before someone is coming to lock your shop unlawfully. Businesses are not moving, and someone is coming to force you to pay tax.
They meet on the way. You see somebody who's trying to convey goods from one state to the other. He meets about 20 checkpoints of tax force,
and they all collect money,
and that influences the price of that particular
product, and that business will not grow the way it ought to because of these stumbling blocks. All right, thank you very much, Michael. This is emphatic, and this is educational and informative. This is going to be the size of the review for this morning. We'll come on your way again, same time, same station tomorrow. Do everything possible to make sure businesses thrive in this country. That is to the federal government. And then the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria should be careful what they manufacture, because the consumption of these things shouldn't be harmful, because if your product is harmful to the people, the patronage will actually reduce. And don't attribute all of that to the federal government, because that is your own fault. Man, do your job. Monitor and supervise every business under your umbrella. My name is Ramsey Enoch. Well, bye for now and have a wonderful day.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.